Morning. I went to make myself a salad last night for supper and realized the kids had eaten all my ranch dressing. So I had to make some new. So I'll take any old jar I have and just wash it out and use that. So I'm using an old honey jar to mix this in. And you want to use about a cup of mayonnaise. I made this recipe up and I don't really measure anything. I just kind of measure with my heart. But I believe it ends up being about a cup of mayonnaise. So just any mayonnaise you want. Now, I could make this completely with all of my freeze-dried preps. I could make my own mayonnaise with the Thrive Life scrambled egg powder and a neutral oil, like an olive oil or an avocado oil that I have on the shelf. And Thrive Life also has a sour cream powder that I could have used, but I had these ingredients. I was just whipping it up real quick, and I needed to use up the sour cream. So this is about a half a cup to 2/3 of a cup of sour cream I'm guesstimating here, but that's about how much I think is going in here. So I'm just going to put some sour cream. So you see the bottom I have the mayonnaise, then I'm going to do the sour cream. And I love these herbs. The Lighthouse brand, the salad dressing, the dill, they have a lot of freeze-dried herbs, and they're really good. And probably one of the things I use the most that's freeze-dried are all of my herbs and all of my onions and garlic. I love it. So here's the Thrive Life chopped onions. I'm going to put a teaspoon of chopped onions in this. And then I'm going to put a half teaspoon of the garlic. Now, there's garlic and onion in the salad dressing Lighthouse blend. I'm just putting extra because I like the extra in there. So now I don't measure this. I just measure with my heart here and just dump. So just dump as much as you want. You can always add more if you feel like it needs more when you taste it later. So I just dumped a good amount, and here I'm trying to show you what's in it. So you can see it has parsley, red onion, chives, garlic, dill, and there's some other things I didn't have a chance to read. But here's the dill, and I dumped a bunch of the dill in because I love dill. I was going to stop, but then I'm like, wait, there's hardly anything left. Let me put the rest of the dill in. But I love my ranch dressing to have a lot of dill. I've used this ranch dressing every time I have guests over, and they all love it. So it's really a delicious recipe. And this calls for the juice of a lemon or half a lemon, but I like using the whole lemon. And if you don't have a lemon, if I was making this completely with my freeze-dried preps to make ranch dressing in case of an apocalyptic event or something, I would use white vinegar. And I've done that before, and that's good too. I do prefer it with the lemon, but you can use white vinegar, about a half a teaspoon of white vinegar instead of the lemon if you would like. And I like a lot of salt, so I put a little less than half a teaspoon here, but I would recommend you only use a 1/4 teaspoon because you can always add salt, but it might be too salty for you if you put that much. So just start with a 1/4 teaspoon and see what it tastes like to you. Now I shake it a little bit to start, just get it down a little bit because it's pretty full, and then I'm gonna have to stir it up. And in a minute, you're going to see me add some half and half to it just to thin it out a little bit. And one of the things that happens with this is once it sits in the refrigerator for a while, it'll soak up the freeze-dried herbs and onions and stuff that we've put in there will soak up some of the moisture. So the only thing you have to do is if you go to take it out and use it later and it looks too thick for you, just add a tiny bit of half and half to the top and shake it, and that'll thin it back out. So here I'm stirring it up, trying to get it all mixed in well. And it's so good, y'all. This is the best ranch I've ever had. It's delicious. Gonna add a little bit of the half and half like I told you earlier. And that helps. I can go shake it up after that and you'll see it's the perfect consistency. This doesn't last hardly any time at all in my refrigerator. The kids love it and they eat it all the time. I also make my own honey mustard. But if anybody wants to see me make this completely out of my freeze-dried preps with the freeze-dried sour cream powder and the freeze-dried scrambled egg, making my own mayonnaise, and just making the whole thing from scratch with a white vinegar, let me know, and I'll do that one day for you, and we'll see how it turns out. Because, this was the spur of the moment thing. I decided I'll just make it and show you how I make it. So I'm just trying to stir, like the mayonnaise was on the bottom. You could see where it just needed to be stirred in a little better. And no, it's great. It's perfect to use. My salad looks sad because I just really was decided I just wanted lettuce with a little bit of sliced deli turkey meat on it. So that's all I ate last night was lettuce with some deli turkey meat and a little bit of ranch dressing. But it was delicious, and that ranch is fantastic. Let me know if you try it out, what you think. And if there's any other recipe you want me to try to make with my freeze-dried foods, just let me know. Or if you want me to try it from complete, all freeze-dried, comment below and I'll give it a go. Also, if you'd like to purchase any of the Thrive Life products, if you could use my link in the description, that would help me out a lot. I appreciate it. Thanks for listening. And if you do end up shopping from Thrive Life, the best way to save some money there is to use their delivery option. You can sign up as a delivery customer and it gives you a discount. And you can cancel that or pause it at any time. So anyway, thanks for listening. Let me know if you have any questions or comments.